Good morning, it's Loren Lockman from the Tanglewood Wellness Center in Costa Rica. And I've been asked this morning to talk a little bit about grains. The question specifically was, if grains aren't necessary, as I suggest they're not, why is it that so many nutritionists recommend that we eat them? And it's not just nutritionists. I mean, we've all been we've grown up in this culture, and my guess is it's probably the same in the UK and the same in Australia and probably the same in Croatia and maybe even in the Dakotas. I've never been to that country, but all the places that we've got people here from, I've never been to any place where bread wasn't a significant part of what people consumed. And in English we say it's the staff of life, right? We've all heard this. What's going on with this? Why is it that grains have played such a large role in human diet for so long? And they have, there's no question about it. First of all, I think it's absolutely clear that we don't need them at all. There's no need for them. They don't play an important role in our diet in any way. So what's going on here? I think the answer is simple. First of all, if we step back from the present time and let's look at what's happened historically, why do they play such a large role? I think the answer is very simple. Over much of human history, the vast majority of people have lived at a relatively low level of personal wealth. And fresh food has always been prohibitively expensive because it has a short shelf life. That was more true in the past than it is today. It's still true to a great extent today, but it was even more true in the past when we didn't have refrigeration. It wasn't so easy to keep things the way they can be kept now. And so for most of human history, most people have probably subsisted on those things that are cheap and have a long shelf life. And grains, dry grains, and dry beans, you can keep indefinitely, almost forever, as long as they're stored properly. And because of that, they're cheap. They last a long time. And so this is what most people have lived on. And there are many places where people literally may have had nothing but bread to live on, and they could make their own bread with just a few cents worth of ingredients. Okay, obviously if you buy it and someone else is doing the work, it's more expensive, but back when people did all their own cooking, bread was relatively inexpensive, especially compared to the cost of fresh fruit, vegetables, or animal products. So grains and beans have always